Yo, what up, guys? This is Hector with Social Skills Training. Today, I'm going to talk about an idea that I've kind of come upon. This idea of a social roadmap. Now, why did I make this idea? What's the reasoning behind making this video? In the past, I found myself finding difficulty understanding social interactions, the social landscape, and determining what the objective was, what to do, how to best go about it. I'm assuming in everyone's life, we want to be able to meet people, both as for our business, for friendships, or maybe for a relationship, or maybe we just want to get to know people on a greater level, so that we can just have a greater connection to the environment we live in. But for most people, it can be difficult to understand how to best go about this. So what I want to do in this video is explain what this social roadmap is in order to best navigate and achieve the goals that you set out for yourself. So let's start off with this idea of the roadmap. When I first started learning social skills, it was very difficult for me understanding, one, the environment, two, the objective, and three, the steps to get us to that location. Let's use an example. If I want to meet someone, either be their friend or I find interest in them, in either a business opportunity or in a relationship, I want to do something about it. Obviously, I want to be able to take action and have something come out of it. A new friend, a new partner, a new business opportunity. But it's difficult sometimes because we, just don't understand the subtleties in the environment. We don't understand the pathways that we have to take. We don't necessarily know what the goal is. We might have an idea of what these things might look like, but we don't know exactly in a given situation what to do. So if you're someone who finds difficulty in these things, then I completely understand. Everyone, thinks differently and might not be able to process those things cohesively. For some people, they can naturally just converse and take a conversation somewhere that can lead to greater prospects. For some people, it's a little bit more difficult. What it takes, first and foremost, is a bit of practice. You have to understand this is a learning process. We have to implement ourselves in these kind of environments so that we can gain reference experiences. That's the first step. Taking action in order to get the reference experience to move forward and to better understand how to best navigate these kind of social interactions. I would say the second most important thing is understanding your goal. If you want to be able to meet people in a casual way, be friends or in a relationship, or if you want to take this in more of a professional world in terms of building your business, building networks so that you can grow your portfolio or your resume or whatever it is, you have to understand what is your objective, what is your goal. That's going to be the light. It's going to guide you on your path in the social landscape. So if you want to meet someone attractive and be a potential partner for them, if you want to meet people that are quote unquote higher status and be in those kind of social groups, if you want to be meeting people that are have a lot of income and have roles of power, roles of authority, and you want to be intertwined with those people, then set your mind on those kind of things. Not have a vague idea about it, but have a concrete, detailed goal that you can work around. The next thing you want to do is understand the landscape. Understanding the landscape is probably the most difficult thing to understand for some people, because some people just don't understand the little subtleties or the implications of certain ideas, either in the physical world through facial expressions, body posture, those little things, and in context in the environment. you can navigate the world in one way, in one environment. Say a little more casual, in the library, office environment, those kind of things. Or it could be completely different, at a night venue, at a club or a bar, or at a party, or a social gathering like that. So you have to understand what is the landscape you're working with. It can be difficult at times because you don't know, you can't really see. You're kind of in a fog or in the dark in terms of what the landscape is, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable in these kind of environments. That's up to you to understand, to explore, so that you get a better understanding of what's best for you. Think of it as going through a cave. If you're in a cave, it's going to be dark, it's going to be pitch black. You're not going to really know, but through subtle movements and understanding the environment, you can sense that there's a little bit of a breeze this way. It's colder over here. You're hitting a wall here. There's water on the floor over here. You're gonna navigate the cave to best get to your goal, right? And so, understanding the cave, understanding the environment, whether it be a club, you're gonna want to be more energetic. You're going to want to be more fun, entertaining, and outgoing in those kind of environments. If it's in a business environment, you're going to want to be a little bit more casual or a little bit more formal and understanding those kind of rules of performing and acting out your goal, right? And that brings us to the next path, the most important path in order to get real results. It's the directions, it's the path. What steps to take in this environment to reach your goal? So, for a lot of people, they just go with their quote unquote gut instinct, their biology, or whatever nurture or nature arrived or derives internally from them. They go in blindly. And you can do that, you can achieve some success, but it's not going to get you all the way there. In order to best get achieve the goals that you want, get to your end destination, you have to understand there's certain steps given for each environment that you have to, implement. You have to take into consideration. You can take the left path or the right path. You can take the easy road, which might not get you the best results, but it's a little bit safer, or you can take the path of, that's kind of off the road. That's not necessarily on the map. And that might get you to the destination a little bit quicker. It might get you a little bit more results, but it might not work out. It's completely trial and error. So in that situation, you have to take into consideration, and you have to find out what's the best path. And so you're probably asking, okay, cool. Destination, landscape, and the actual directions, the path to get into your goal. That's all fine and dandy. That's all theory. But how do I achieve this one thing? How can I be better at a nightclub? How can I be better at communicating effectively in my business environment? How can I best, get friends in this social circle in this city that I'm living in? Well, ultimately, that's going to depend on you in terms of, understanding your own environment. It's going to take some trial and error. It's going to take some introspection, also being able to be vigilant about the physical environment about you. It's both the internal world and the exterior, and you're just combining the two so you can create a better vision, a better understanding of what the world you're living in. And that's going to ultimately help you in achieving social success. In terms of finding difficulties and finding obstacles in your social interactions, run through it, try to explore the different options and find out what works best for you, and that's going to help you best achieve the success that you want. If you have any questions in terms of the social roadmap, how it best works out, feel free to message me, comment down below, get in contact with me, and we can explain even further. If you're interested in learning more about social skills and better understanding what your particular roadmap might be, I do consultation calls that are completely for free, and we can talk about how to best get to your goal. This is Hector. If you're interested in achieving your goals, I would say take action, take action, take action, and I'll see you guys next time.